One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River. Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Gonna run it. It's Madden. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He tried to get away, but the defense was able to track him down.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call?
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Hines is tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Vols will have it 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown ball! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set. Easy.
Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is...
Brings it in down the left side. Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Made a defender miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's a heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Here's the pressure. Caught close to the marker, it's Cuevas. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Madden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the ball's moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's caught. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7th. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. Turns it on in midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Vols want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. inside his own 15. Let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Just the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps swinging it. Right on the money. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Isaiah. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. It's touchdown time in Tennessee. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback adapted. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistent.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look, finding open areas. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
No game, but you got to be creative, right? Once you get near the goal line, you got to try to get the ball in the perimeter as fast as you can. So many big bodies come in the game. You want to get the ball with some speed on the perimeter. You gave it a successful try, but the defense was ready for it. No dice. Good job by the defense being ready.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Volunteers! They take the lead with the 6. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's out.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted.
And he muffs it. It's loose. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's out. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Defense just has not had an answer for this tight end. We knew he was athletic coming into this one, and they've lined him up all over the field, but the defense has not been able to cover him. He's now got over 150 receiving yards.
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll look to throw on third and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That's caught. It's Madden.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Texas offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And how about the quarterback coming up big late in this ballgame? You got to have him. Nothing open, takes off, scrambles, does it himself, and makes the heads-up play to get out of bounds.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to run it. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Darrisaw. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Floating away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out to the right. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.